Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be working on my Halloween costume along with my boyfriends as well. We are going to be Nadja and Laszlo from What We Do in the Shadows, the TV series. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend. It's hilarious. So it's kind of like a mishmash of us creating these outfits, if you will. So you're going to see me creating the outfit from all thrifted items and items I already had, and then you're gonna see me work on Laszlo's hat, the infamous skin hat from the show. If you've seen it, you know what that is. And then you'll see me doing my hair and makeup and everything, and then you'll see our final looks. And since, you know, Halloween is not a normal Halloween this year, we decided to do a little photo shoot with our costumes instead, since we can't really go out and about. So I will insert our photos at the end as well. And I'll probably also insert some funny TikToks that we made too, just for the heck of it. So I hope you guys enjoy watching, and yeah. So when I went about creating Nadja's costume, I had two dresses in mind already from my closet that I think could work. These are the two, so it's just this long vintage black dress. It's just like a little poly kind of thing. This one is super long, but I love that. But it does have this white lace on it that could be kind of a bit much. She does wear white, but not quite in this way, so I don't know if it's gonna be the one. And then this other one I have here is a Gunny sax dress. And I think this was in one of my thrift hauls. And I actually did a photo shoot in this already, and it was a vampire photo shoot for Halloween. So I don't know if I want to use this for the photo shoot for the costumes again, but also this one just feels a lot more like her. Like, she wears a lot of velvet. One of her like profile kind of photos that they used for the show, she has these kind of like big velvet shoulder pads. So this one is definitely more up the alley. It's not quite as long as I'd like. But this is definitely in the running. Usually wears like a big like pendant or like a big piece of jewelry or something like that. And so the closest I could find was this thing, and it's just like a little cheap like costume jewelry gem. And this was just on like a cord, which wasn't quite what I wanted. So I found this kind of ugly, just like oversized chain, and so I think this will work. So I picked up another dress today because I was kind of thinking, I was like, it's a little bit too much just like all black. Like, she wears a lot of white, she wears a lot of red too. So I was kind of on the hunt for like maybe a red blouse or something, but I found this red dress and I think that this might work. It's kind of like just an old, like, I don't know, probably was like an old prom dress or something, but it's like the perfect red color, and it just has this lace detail up top, and then it is super long. So I might try to just layer this maybe over one of the other dresses or something. But again, in that kind of, that like main photo that I'm thinking of her, where she has like the velvet shoulder pads, I'll put it on screen. She has this kind of like overall like paisley kind of thing, and I was really trying to find something like that, but I couldn't find anything close. So I think this might get the idea across. Another item I forgot to mention that I picked up is just this little like sheer black blouse. I feel like she always kind of has that high neck, and a lot of times she has like mesh and stuff, so I got this just as a layering piece if I need it. I'm not entirely sure if I'll use it. This is that first dress that I showed you. Like I said, full length. I'm just not sure about the white lace. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite feeling it. I feel like it's like very good for just a vampire, but for Nadja specifically, I'm not sure if it's quite it. So this is the second one. Again, I feel like it's much more like her kind of thing, and it's got these big shoulders and whatnot. I just want to add like another element, so I'm going to try to layer on this red dress, and we'll just see if that works or if it's a disaster. Okay, so I'm really liking this. As you saw when I put it on, like that kind of like lace detail just got in the way more than anything. So I went ahead and tucked it in, which gives me like more padding in my shoulders. I like this. I think this might be what we work on here. This is kind of the top part of the costume so far. I think I need a little bit more oomph right here because she kind of always has like a high neck or a high collar situation. So what I have is actually just this scrap lace that I've had like laying around, this lace and like velvet trim here. So I'm going to create kind of like one of those ruffled collars, and I'm going to hopefully very easily just glue the tiers and the ruffles to this choker here. And all right, so this is how my little ruffle thing, I don't know what these are called, but this is how it turned out. And I think it's perfect. I think it's so vampire-esque. Sick, okay, I'm so excited. Let's go ahead, I'm gonna do my hair and makeup now. Here I am doing the makeup look. She doesn't wear like crazy makeup or anything like that, so as you can see here, I keep it pretty simple. This was kind of my inspo pick, just a really small like eyeliner wing, and I went with the red lipstick that she wears sometimes, and yeah, pretty simple. So here I am conquering this hair. So this is the look that I was going for. She wears this a few times in the season, and then it's also in her photo for like the title credits and stuff. This is the hairstyle she has, and I just think it's really cute with the two little horns as hair. So I struggled with this a lot. I thought I had an idea and how I was going to execute it, and then that did not work. So what I ended up doing was this. I just put in a scrunchie kind of right where I wanted a horn, and then I just wrapped hair around it, and I just pinned my hair like all around it basically. So I don't know if it was necessarily the most effective, but it worked. And I think it came out okay. So I'm happy with it. We are making the skin hat for my boyfriend's costume for Laszlo. Obviously, if you've seen the show, you know what this is. If you haven't seen the show, here's a reference photo in case you want to know. So all we bought for it was this cheap ranger hat from Spirit Halloween. And we're just going to use this. And like everything I make, I'm just going to totally wing it. I have absolutely no plan. All I have planned is that I have a lot of extra fabric, I have a lot of acrylic paint, and a lot of string. So we're just gonna do whatever works, I guess. I'm using this extra fabric I have because it's like a fake, it's like a pleather basically, and I thought that might look a little more skin-like. So yeah, I don't know. This isn't the best tutorial by any means, but feel free to watch it and maybe you'll get some inspiration if you're trying to make your own skin hat. What I need to tackle is the shape of the hat, because the original hat that we're recreating has more of a point, and it's kind of like slouched over, as you'll kind of see in the reference photo. So I'm thinking that I'll be able to just use this to kind of create that shape. And from there, we'll go work on blending it into the hat. So I think I'm just gonna stuff it with paper towels and just hot glue it. And we'll see. Now that I have the shape done and I have the whole hat covered in various fabric pieces, I'm going to pull up my reference picture and I'm going to kind of like map out where I want like the big stitches and things, because that's kind of what makes this hat. And I think for some of the bigger like bumpier stitch parts, I'm going to use my hot glue and maybe a combination of Mod Podge. We will see, so I can kind of build them so that they're a little bit more raised. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make the little pin that holds the feathers in on the hat, and I can, for the life of me, not find a good picture of what that pin is. It's some kind of formation with like little bat wings. The best I could find is a remake of the hat. And so I'm gonna be looking at this image here, and I'm just gonna kind of recreate that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and begin the first step of painting the hat. So as you see, I covered all of the like real cloth parts with Mod Podge just to make them a little more sturdy, hopefully a little bit more skin-like, if you will. And they're still drying in some patches, so I'm gonna mainly focus this first round of painting on the like pleather parts, since obviously those are dry. And yeah, I'm just gonna mix up some like skin colors, if you will. To finish the hat, he has 3 feathers. He's got 2 red feathers and 1 black feather, I believe. Michael's craft store did not have any red feathers. So I got a pack of 3 white ones and I painted them. So the black one, I used this like fabric spray paint kind of stuff that I've had laying around. And this worked really well, I would say. It is very stinky though. And then these, I had to use paint, so they're not the best, but it's okay. They're a little disheveled, but that's, you know, it's part of the look. So I'm gonna hot glue these 3 together so they're secure, and then I'm gonna glue them to the hat. For the photo shoot, we wanted to have a lot of like decor pieces, of course, to kind of set the tone. So we're bringing tons of candles. So if you watched our little Halloween decorating video, you've seen this guy. It's like a little trident, and it has these 3 candles on it, and 2 of them are bleeding candles. And then in the video, I had an orange one in here for more like Halloween, but I put a black one in because I think it fits the aesthetic a little bit more. And then I also have these 2 bleeding candles here that are just in these little like crystal looking holders. And then I also picked up 2 more holders, and I just spray painted them black because I felt like we just needed some more. And then I put in one of the other Halloween bleeding candles in there, and then just another black candle. And then today I went and picked up a little bit more because I thought we just needed something on the base here. I got this bag of little tea light candles for $2. They're just white, they're all brand new, so great. I love buying candles at the thrift store. Saves a lot of money. And then I found this bag for $2.99 that was all red candles. And I already opened up the bag, sorry. But it's all little red candles. There's a bunch of these little tiny stick ones. And then there's a couple like red tea light candles. So I'm just gonna kind of try to create a little something in here. here's how it turned out. I have not ever done a beard for a photo shoot before, so hopefully it works out for us. But I think it looks pretty good. Yeah. The more I look at you, the more I'm trying to get used to you having a full beard.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. We did this last night, and I went home, and my family pretty much thought it was real.
So, yeah, I'd give myself a pat on the back for that. First time. So this is the full look for you. Vest from Spirit Halloween. We definitely could have found a cheaper option, but you liked that one a lot, so we went with it.
I might even wear it out.
Yeah. And then, yeah, just black shirt.
Thrifted this one.
Black pants.
Corners for Target. Taft shoes. Shout out to them. These are probably the most expensive part of the costume.
Oh, hello. She's the most expensive part. Priceless.
This is our familiar here.
God. And the hat. The hat looks really good.
The hat is the best part.
Very proud of myself.
Probably the least expensive part of the costume, but the best part.
True. Yeah, it was like $8 plus like $3 for the feathers.
Oh, the labor.
My labor.
Yes, your labor.
Cool. Let's do me a full reveal. All right. So I went with this velvet dress that I showed you already with this red over. Hi. You're very needy. And then I made these little like wrist ruffles when I made my little ruffle necklace also, just because I had extra. Yeah, and I really love how the ruffle thing turned out. I think it adds a little bit to it, and I think it looks a little bit more like her. I struggled a lot with the hair horns. I was about to have a breakdown, but
Yet she was very much about to have a breakdown.
I prevailed. I think they're cute.
Really, really good.
I think they look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then pretty much I just crimped the rest of my hair. And here.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah, we're off to the photo shoot now. We have all our props and things, so...
Yeah, one more look. Ooh, ah. It's my good lady wife.
One night, I was awoken by the most beautiful woman I had ever seen. I was hypnotized.
I used hypnosis on him. We moved here from Europe because there was a lot of prejudice against vampires.
They didn't like the color of our skin.
Or the fact that we killed and ate people.
Probably more that.
I don't want these virgins. They are going to taste too sad.
Oh, come on.
Well, let's just eat the mean one.
No, I know what you're bloody like. If you eat the mean one, you're going to be mean all evening.
Jeff, it's a big bloody stupid hat with a big bloody stupid curse on it. And every time you wear it, something bloody stupid terrible happens.
Nonsense. Gizmo likes it, don't you?
Tierno.
Even better.
Think of all the things that have happened. The potato famine. That time that horse knocked you over and trampled over you.
No, it didn't.
Then it started making love to you?
I don't consider that a curse.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed watching us put our outfits together and how they came out. I am super happy with how they came out. I think they look amazing. I am super stoked. So yeah, I'm glad we did the photo shoot and everything. It was a fun little way to celebrate and still be able to dress up anyway, even though, like I said, you can't go out like normal Halloweens. So hopefully next year we'll be able to, we will see. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Make sure to follow us, follow the photographer too, because he's amazing. Yeah, I'll put all the links to our Instagrams and everything else you need to know down below. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a good spooky Halloween weekend. Stay safe.